before she became a millionaire, before thousands of people followed her financial advice, before she taught others how to build wealth, Naseema McElroy believed she had made it. She had achieved the career she had dreamed about since childhood. Growing up, Naseema understood the importance of education. Her family believed that a college degree could change a person's future. She worked hard in school, stayed focused on her goals, and dreamed of becoming a nurse. She wanted a career that would allow her to help people. At the same time, she hoped nursing would provide financial security. After years of studying, she earned her nursing degree. The long nights, the difficult exams, the clinical training, everything had finally paid off. Soon she began working as a registered nurse in California. California offered some of the highest nursing salaries in the United States. With overtime and extra shifts, her annual income eventually reached well into six figures. For many people, that level of income would seem like financial freedom. But income and wealth are not the same thing. As her salary increased, so did her spending. She purchased real estate, bought investment properties, took out mortgages. She still carried large student loans from college. Monthly payments continued growing. Property taxes, insurance, maintenance, mortgage payments, utilities, credit obligations, everything added up. Like many successful professionals, she believed that earning more money would automatically solve every financial problem. Instead, her lifestyle expanded just as quickly as her paycheck. Then unexpected problems appeared. Some real estate investments failed to perform as expected. Housing expenses became difficult to manage. Tax obligations increased. At one point, she owed significant amounts to the Internal Revenue Service (IRS) because of unpaid tax liabilities. Interest and penalties continued growing. Financial pressure became overwhelming. Personal challenges made everything even harder. Her marriage ended in divorce. The emotional stress affected every part of her life. Now she faced difficult financial decisions alone. Despite earning an impressive salary, her debt kept growing. Student loans, mortgages, investment property debt, tax debt, other financial obligations. Eventually, the total approached $1 million. Almost 100. It seemed impossible. She was a highly educated healthcare professional. She worked long hours. She earned more money than most Americans. Yet she felt financially trapped. Every paycheck disappeared almost immediately. Bills, debt payments, interest, taxes. She wasn't building wealth. She was simply trying to survive. Many nights she worried about losing everything she had worked so hard to build. Friends assumed she was successful because of her income. Very few people knew the truth. Behind the impressive salary, she felt overwhelmed, ashamed, and exhausted. She later admitted that she had confused a high income with financial intelligence. No one had taught her how money really works, how to manage debt, how to invest wisely, how to build lasting wealth. She knew how to save lives in a hospital, but she realized she had never learned how to save her own financial future. Everything finally reached a breaking point. The debt became too large. The stress became unbearable. She realized something had to change. Not next year, not next month. Immediately, that painful realization became the turning point of her life. Instead of accepting a lifetime of debt, Naseema McElroy made one decision that would completely transform her future. She would stop working only for money and finally learn how money actually works. By the time her total debt approached $1 million, Naseema McElroy realized something that completely changed her life. A high salary does not guarantee financial freedom. She had spent years believing that earning more money would eventually solve every problem. Instead, the more she earned, the more she borrowed. The more she borrowed, the more stress she experienced. For the first time, she stopped blaming the economy, the housing market, her job, or bad luck. She looked honestly at her own financial decisions. That moment became the turning point. She made herself a promise: no more excuses. If I created this problem, I can create the solution. She began reading everything she could about personal finance: books, podcasts, financial blogs, investment articles, budgeting strategies. She spent countless evenings studying money instead of watching television. Soon she discovered the work of Dave Ramsey. His message was simple: life below your means. Avoid unnecessary debt, build an emergency fund, pay off debt aggressively, take complete responsibility for your finances. For Naseema, those ideas completely changed the way she thought about money. She created her first serious monthly budget. For the first time, every dollar received a job. Housing, food, transportation, utilities, debt payments, savings. Nothing was left to chance. She tracked every expense, every purchase, every subscription, every unnecessary habit. The numbers shocked her. Small daily expenses, restaurant meals, impulse shopping, entertainment, convenience purchases, they were costing thousands of dollars every year. She eliminated almost everything that wasn't absolutely necessary. Luxury shopping stopped. Expensive vacations disappeared. Dining out became rare. Impulse spending ended. Every extra dollar had a new mission: destroy debt. She also adopted one of Dave Ramsey's most famous strategies, the debt snowball method. Instead of becoming discouraged by the enormous total, she focused on paying off one debt at a time. Each victory created momentum. Every account she eliminated gave her more confidence, more motivation, more determination. She also made difficult decisions that many people would avoid. Some of her real estate investments no longer made financial sense. Instead of holding onto them emotionally, she sold properties. The sales generated cash that could immediately reduce her debt. It wasn't easy. Selling assets often feels like admitting failure. But Naseema understood something important. Pride was expensive. Freedom was priceless. She continued working as a registered nurse. Long shifts, extra overtime, weekend hours, holiday schedules. While many people used overtime income for luxury purchases, she sent almost every additional dollar directly toward debt. Month after month, the balance began falling. 950, 0900, 0800, zero. The numbers that once seemed impossible slowly became reality. Her progress inspired her to keep going. She celebrated milestones, not with expensive rewards, but with the satisfaction of watching her debt disappear. Her discipline became extraordinary. Friends invited her to spend money. Often she declined. She reminded herself that temporary sacrifice would create permanent freedom. The journey demanded enormous patience. There were setbacks, unexpected expenses, moments of frustration, times when progress felt painfully slow. But she refused to quit. Every payment brought her one step closer to independence. Then, after years of relentless effort, something incredible happened. She had eliminated nearly $1 million of debt. Less than 3 years after deciding to completely change her financial life, financial experts were amazed. Many people believed paying off that amount of debt would require decades. Naseema proved otherwise. She demonstrated that extraordinary discipline can accomplish extraordinary goals. But something even more important had changed. For nearly 3 years, every extra dollar Naseema McElroy earned had one mission: destroy debt. Now, for the first time in years, there were no overwhelming balances waiting to be paid. No massive interest charges, no crushing financial pressure. The money that once disappeared into loans could finally begin working for her. Most people would have celebrated by buying a luxury car, a larger house, designer clothes, expensive vacations. Naseema made a completely different decision. She chose to build wealth. Instead of increasing her lifestyle, she increased her investments. She realized something that would completely change her future. That makes your money work for someone else. Investing makes your money work for you. She became fascinated by a financial movement known as FIRE, financial independence, retire early. The idea challenged everything she had previously believed about money. Instead of working for 40 or 50 years, many people in the FIRE community focused on saving and investing aggressively. The goal wasn't necessarily to stop working forever. The goal was freedom. Freedom to choose. Freedom to work because you wanted to, not because you had to. Naseema immersed herself in learning. She read investment books, studied successful investors, listened to financial podcasts, attended seminars. She wanted to understand how wealthy people actually built long-term financial security. One lesson appeared again and again: invest consistently, think long-term, avoid emotional decisions. She began maximizing every available retirement account: employer-sponsored retirement plans, tax-advantaged investment accounts, long-term retirement savings. Every year she contributed as much as possible. She understood that time was one of the greatest investment advantages. The earlier money is invested, the longer compound growth can work. Next, she entered the stock market. Instead of trying to predict which company would become the next superstar, she chose a simpler strategy. Low-cost index funds. These funds track the performance of hundreds of companies rather than relying on one stock. Historically, index investing has rewarded patient investors over long periods. She invested consistently, month after month. Regardless of whether markets were rising or falling, she ignored daily headlines. She ignored panic. She ignored hype. Instead, she trusted mathematics, compound interest, long-term growth, consistency. Over time, her investment portfolio began growing. Small gains became larger gains. Dividends created more investments. Market growth accelerated the process. Her money slowly began earning money by itself. It was the exact opposite of debt. When she owed money, interest worked against her. Now, interest worked in her favor. She also continued investing in carefully selected real estate opportunities. This time, everything was different. Every purchase was carefully analyzed. Cash flow, risk, maintenance costs, market conditions. She refused to repeat the mistakes that had nearly destroyed her finances. Her discipline remained remarkable. Although she now had the ability to spend much more, she continued living below her means. Friends often wondered why someone earning such a strong income lived so modestly. Naseema understood something many people never realize. Looking wealthy is very different from becoming wealthy. Luxury purchases often create temporary happiness. Investments create lasting freedom. She also diversified her assets, stocks, retirement accounts, cash reserves, real estate. Different investments reduced overall risk while allowing her wealth to continue growing. Her financial confidence increased every year. Eventually, the numbers she once believed were impossible became reality. Her net worth crossed an incredible milestone, more than $1 million. The woman who had once been buried beneath nearly $1 million of debt had officially become a millionaire. Becoming debt-free changed Naseema McElroy's life. Becoming a millionaire changed her future, but neither achievement became her greatest success. Her greatest success came from sharing what she had learned. After paying off nearly $1 million in debt, friends, co-workers, and even strangers constantly asked her the same question. How did you do it? Can you teach me? Where should I start? At first, she answered every question personally. During lunch breaks, after work. On weekends, she shared budgeting tips, debt payoff strategies, investment ideas, retirement planning. The more she taught, the more she realized something important. Millions of people were struggling with the exact same financial problems she had once faced. High income, little savings, growing debt, constant stress. She decided to build something bigger than one-on-one advice. She launched her own financial education platform, Financially Intentional. Its mission was simple: help ordinary people become intentional with their money. Every dollar should have a purpose. Every financial decision should move people closer to freedom. The platform quickly attracted attention, not because Naseema promised overnight riches, but because she had actually lived the journey herself. She wasn't teaching theory. She was teaching experience. She had personally survived nearly 100 in debt. People trusted her because her story was real. Soon, Financially Intentional expanded rapidly. She created online courses, step-by-step budgeting systems, debt elimination programs, investment education, retirement planning guides, financial coaching. Her students came from every background: teachers, nurses, police officers, engineers, parents, young professionals. Many of them believed financial freedom was impossible until they heard her story. Naseema also began writing educational materials, articles, workbooks, guides, and eventually books that helped readers better understand money. Complex financial concepts became simple, practical, easy to apply. She wanted ordinary families to understand investing just as confidently as financial professionals. As her audience continued growing, she launched another project, the podcast Nurses on Fire. The idea focused especially on healthcare professionals. Many nurses earned excellent salaries, yet many still struggled financially. Student loans, lifestyle inflation, credit card debt, poor investing habits. Naseema wanted to change that. Each episode explored practical financial topics: building wealth, investing, career growth, financial independence, mindset, money habits. The podcast attracted thousands of listeners. Many nurses finally realized that financial success depended less on income and more on behavior. Soon, conference organizers began inviting her to speak. Personal finance conferences, healthcare events, investment seminars, universities, leadership summits. She stood before audiences of hundreds, sometimes thousands, sharing the story of how she transformed her financial life. Her message remained consistent: you don't have to be perfect. You simply have to begin. Companies also noticed her growing influence. Financial organizations, investment firms, educational platforms, banks, technology companies. Many partnered with Financially Intentional to promote financial education. These collaborations created another source of income for her growing business. Unlike her earlier career, she was no longer earning money only by working hospital shifts. Now her knowledge had become an asset. Her experience had become intellectual property. Her personal story had become a business. Multiple income streams began working together: online courses, coaching, speaking engagements, books, podcast sponsorships, business partnerships, educational content, digital products. Instead of exchanging hours for dollars, she built systems that could continue helping people around the world every day. Thousands of families learned how to budget. Thousands paid off debt. Thousands opened their first investment accounts. Thousands began building wealth instead of financial stress. Messages arrived every week. People shared how her advice had changed their lives. Some eliminated six-figure debt. Others became first-generation investors. Many simply found hope after believing they would never escape financial hardship. For Naseema, those success stories became more valuable than money itself. Financially, her business continued growing. Each new course reached more students. Each podcast expanded her audience. Each speaking engagement introduced her message to new communities. Her company became profitable not by selling unrealistic dreams, but by teaching practical financial discipline. The woman who once believed money controlled her life had built a business helping others take control of theirs. Her greatest investment had never been a stock or a piece of real estate. It had been education, because knowledge shared with millions of people can become one of the most valuable businesses in the world. Just a few years earlier, Naseema McElroy had been trapped beneath nearly $1 million in debt. Student loans, mortgages, tax obligations, financial stress. Every paycheck disappeared before she could even enjoy it. Many people believed her financial future had already been written. They were wrong. Through relentless discipline, years of sacrifice, smart investing, and continuous learning, everything changed. Several years after eliminating her debt, the value of her assets exceeded $1 million. She had officially become a millionaire, not because she inherited wealth, not because she won the lottery, not because someone rescued her. She built her fortune herself, one financial decision at a time, one investment at a time, one disciplined habit at a time. For many people, becoming a millionaire would have been the finish line. For Naseema, it became the beginning of an even bigger mission. She wanted to help others avoid the mistakes she had made. Today, she dedicates much of her career to teaching financial literacy, budgeting, debt elimination, investing, building wealth, financial independence, retirement planning, long-term investing. She believes financial education should be available to everyone, not only to wealthy families or financial professionals. Through Financially Intentional, her online courses, her podcast, her books, her coaching, and her public speaking, she has reached thousands of people across the United States and around the world. Many of her students have paid off six-figure debt. Others have purchased their first investments. Some have become first-generation millionaires. Many simply sleep better at night because they finally understand how money works. Every success story reminds her why she started. Her influence continues growing. She appears on financial podcasts, business conferences, healthcare events, universities, national media, personal finance publications. Her story has become proof that financial transformation is possible, especially for people who believe they are too far behind. Despite her success, Naseema remains surprisingly humble. She often reminds people that she still follows the same principles that helped her escape debt. Life below your means. Invest consistently. Avoid unnecessary debt. Never stop learning. Be intentional with every financial decision. Those habits never changed. Only the numbers did. She also encourages people to think differently about money. Money should not create stress. Money should create options, freedom, security, the ability to help family, the ability to support causes that matter, the ability to choose the life you truly want. Her journey proves something many financial experts have repeated for decades. Income alone does not create wealth, financial behavior does. Someone earning a modest salary with excellent financial habits can build lasting wealth. Someone earning hundreds of thousands of dollars with poor habits can still end up buried in debt. Naseema experienced both realities. That is why her advice resonates with so many people. She speaks from experience, not theory. Perhaps the most remarkable part of her story isn't becoming debt-free or becoming a millionaire. It is becoming living proof that financial mistakes do not have to define your future. Every day someone discovers her story while searching for hope. A nurse overwhelmed by student loans, a young family struggling with credit card debt, an entrepreneur facing financial setbacks, a recent graduate wondering where to begin. Her message remains the same: your current financial situation does not determine your future. Your next decision does. Naseema McElroy's journey reminds us that no matter how deep the debt, no matter how impossible the numbers seem, no matter how many financial mistakes have been made, life can change. Financial discipline, smart investing, continuous education, patience, consistency. These ordinary habits can produce extraordinary results. Her story leaves us with one powerful lesson: it doesn't matter how deeply you are buried in debt today. What matters is the decision you make tomorrow, because wealth is really built overnight. It is built through thousands of smart decisions repeated every single day. And sometimes the person who once owed nearly $1 million can become the very person who teaches millions how to build wealth.